So searching out news about the real estate market really is not an easy task. If you do a quick search, you're bound to come across articles like this one or that one. Armageddon is a hard pill to swallow when you are looking for information. So it's important to search out local information so you really get an idea of what's happening in your market, because unlike stocks or bonds or even cars, real estate's stuck in one space. But even still, when you're looking at information like Chicagoland, you're going to come across articles like this, which is one of the things that this article doesn't do is give you all the details of exactly what's going on. They focus on price. So today, in addition to going through the real estate market, I also want to let you in a little bit about how I look at some key stats and help determine where I think the market's going in the future. Hi, I'm Jaketysiak, that guy that sells houses, and today we're going to be looking at the Chicagoland real estate market. We're also going to be touching on DuPage County as well as Will County. We're definitely going to be talking about price, but I'm also going to talk about some other stats that I think are important. Now, I know as a homeowner, you're concerned about price, but some of these other stats are going to give you a better indication of what's going on in the market and maybe ease a little bit of concern that comes along with it. Now, I know negative headlines sell, and that's why you see so many of them. And I also understand that being a realtor, you might think this is skewed, but hopefully this process gives you a little bit more idea of where I think the market's going and why. So let's start off as we usually do, talking about sales price. Now, when it comes down to sales price, the number I like to look at is our yearly average sales price. So I like to compare our monthly average to last year's number because this gives us a more consistent average. When you look at a median or average sales price, either or, for a monthly number, too much weight's put on luxury properties. What I mean by that is that number is thrown off if there are a lot of luxury properties sold or if there's really none. So that can really skew the numbers a lot, and that's why I look at a yearly average, because over the course of the year, that actually dictates a lot more of a traditional number. So when we do look at our yearly average sold price, it was $368,000, which is up about 5% across the entire MLS. DuPage County was up about 8%, and Will County was just under 9% compared to last December. Now that sales price is also correlated with the fact that we did see 7,700 closed sales in the month of December, which is down about 36% when we look back compared to last year. And just to give you a ballpark idea of exactly how many sales we had last year, we saw about 129,000 closed sales in the Chicagoland market last year in 2022. Now we're going to turn our attention to some of the more interesting stats, I think, at least. So one of the big factors I always like to look at is how many new homes came on the market during that month. Because since 2020, we've sort of been running a deficit as far as homes because we want to see a balanced market. We'll talk a little bit more about inventory in just a moment. But I always want to see how many new homes were coming out there because this is going to help alleviate some of that pressure with so many buyers out there looking, competing, multiple offers, all these things that you hear about commonly in the market. So in the month of December, we did see 6,350 new homes come on the market, which is down about 23% when we do look back compared to last year. DuPage County was down just a little bit more at 26%. Will County came in just a tad lighter than the rest of the MLS. Now our next stat is our under contract. And the reason I like to look at this number is because this is sort of our immediate future. This is going to be the homes that close in the next month and a half to 2 months, and that will then establish our new sold price. And when it comes down to being under contract, really the closer that number is to our new listings, really is going to show you where our market's headed and possibly where the prices are headed to. And we did see a reduction of about 32% of the homes going under contract in the month of December compared to last year across the entire MLS, with DuPage County and Will County following suit roughly about the same. Now let's talk about how many homes are actually available out there for sale. Now the reason this number is important is really this is what buyers have to choose from and also what sellers are going to compete against. So we saw 17,000 homes available for sale at the end of December, which is down about 7% compared to last year. Will County is about the same far as the amount of homes for sale, and DuPage County, we saw about actually double this amount slippage, which is down about 14% compared to last year. Now, while homes for sale is a good metric, the most important one to me is our month supply of inventory. So what we use for this number is just looking at how many homes are for sale, and based on the current trends of how many homes have been selling, how long before we actually run out of homes. So traditionally, we like to see around 3 to 6 months. This is sort of a nice balanced market for both buyers and sellers. Below 3, we're looking at a seller's market, and above 6, you're looking at a buyer's market. And currently, we're just sitting at 1.6 months supply of homes across the entire MLS. Will County is only at 1.3, and also with DuPage County, you're at 1.6 months supply of homes. So you can see we're still sliding. And fortunately, we still have about 2 more months before we hit our sort of low point and start to swing up. So for example, let's hop over to the computer and I'll show you some larger trends. So this is going back to 2008. This is the latest we can go back. And obviously you can see right here, we had a lot of homes from 08 to 2011 and even into 2012. And of course, this is coming out of the Great Recession where we saw so many homes come out on the market. And then it was around 2013 here in the Chicagoland market that we did finally start to see us slip into a more balanced market. We just entered it. And then we stayed in that for a period of time, really up until 2020. Now, you can see that we were seeing a good amount of activity and we were heading towards the bottom of that range. But then this is obviously, we all know what happened in 2020. And there was just not a lot of new listings coming on the market. And that's sort of what shifted our market, is because about 3 months we missed, and that was really our spring market. And that's sort of where it put us today. And now you can start to see we have these sort of same pattern repeating itself in 2021 and 2022. And if you're into stats and numbers and appreciate content like this, consider subscribing. I do this monthly to give you an idea of exactly where we're at. And if you're just really looking for somebody to help you buy or sell a home, feel free to give me a call. I do that too, and I would love to help you out. I'm Jake Tysiak with Keller. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.